Begin transmission. Greetings. We are Anonymous, also known as the Collective. Today's date is Monday, January 26, 2026. This broadcast is directed at Antifa and the networks operating under its banner. For months, we attempted to warn you against reckless obedience to a narrative designed to use you and discard you. We reiterated the words of Robert David Steele, who stated plainly, "We have it all."
We have it all. All of the illicit wealth in the world has been tracked by the National Security Agency for the past 15 years. We now know beyond a shadow of a doubt that Wall Street has stolen $100 trillion from Main Street with naked short selling. We also know that Wall Street has laundered $100 trillion in dirty money from trafficking in children and women and drugs and guns and gold. I can never tire of saying that 90% of the people in the U.S. government, the U.S. military, the U.S. intelligence community are good people trapped in a bad system. The secret intelligence community serves the deep state. It does not serve the American public. And CIA in particular has been doing torture, rendition and torture, drone assassination, regime change, helping to start wars based on lies, all because war and trafficking in humans and drugs and so forth are a profit center for Wall Street and the deep state. And once the president gets Benny into NSA and processes 100% of what we have at NSA, we have every single one of you by the balls. You cannot survive this. You have one out. The Truth and Reconciliation out is make the deal, motherfucker, or you are going to die.
Edward Snowden warned the world that there is no form of digital communication beyond the reach of intelligence collection. No platform. No encryption. No exception. You ignored those warnings. Yesterday, independent journalist Cam Higby revealed that he successfully infiltrated the Minnesota Antifa signal chat. The very space you believed was secure. The planning space. The coordination hub. The channel where locations of ICE agents were shared, where movements were tracked, where tags were run, not only on federal officers, but on private citizens as well. That chat did not exist in isolation. It has now been exposed that government and city officials from multiple jurisdictions were not merely sympathetic, but actively supportive, participating, facilitating, and enabling riots presented as protest, all while taxpayer resources were misused to obstruct lawful federal operations. These actions were not spontaneous. They were organized, rehearsed, and intentional. The objective was division. You were being maneuvered toward a manufactured civil conflict between we the people. And once chaos reached critical mass, others, waiting in the shadows, would benefit from the disorder. You were warned. You were warned again when officials at the state, county, and local levels were given an opportunity to step forward as whistleblowers, to cut losses before exposure made silence impossible. Now hear this clearly, this exposure is not abstract. Many of the individuals operating within these signal chats are no longer anonymous. Names are known. Aliases are known. Emails, phone numbers, and communication trails have been preserved. Administrators are known. Coordinators are known. Participants are known. What you believed to be protected coordination has become documented record. And understand this, admissions of providing aid, resources, or coordination in support of a designated terrorist organization carry severe criminal penalties. That is not rhetoric. That is statute. If you were considering coming forward, step it up and step it out. Delay does not protect you. Silence does not erase records. Loyalty to a narrative will not shield you from consequence. You believed you had accounted for everything. But you failed to account for one variable you cannot control. Truth. The Lord God has said that treachery born in darkness will be brought into the light. And even if you deny God, ask yourselves this, With all the meticulous planning, all the compartmentalization, all the secrecy, how did an independent journalist walk directly into your inner circle? You thought of everything. But God. Now we will see how committed you truly are to blocking federal officers. How committed you are to misusing taxpayer dollars. How committed you are to serving Antifa over the people who fund your positions. We ask again, was Antifa not designated a terrorist organization? If so, what does that make those who knowingly assisted? The answers are no longer theoretical. For those seeking a way out, refer back to the Steele broadcast, watch it to the end. The answers were there all along. We are the voice of the silent. We are the eyes of the blind. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us. End transmission.